Now we've shown you a lot of different trailers with different accessories, but none of which have the accessories that this trailer shows. You're not going to want to miss this. So the framing structure here is a triple tube main frame. You've got an 8-inch tongue up in the front, 16 on center cross members, floor, roof, and walls, all tubular all throughout the trailer. You've got a nice electric jack here, which is super handy. You just push a button and you rock and roll, and a compartment on the front. Now this could be utilized for a generator. We've actually got this set up to be used for storage. You can put some tools or whatever else you might need to up front here. You've got stainless steel front corners, cast corners, and a top wrap that wraps up and over the front of the trailer. Looks really nice. So this is where we're going to house our generator. We've got our generator compartment here with a nice RV door latch. It's a vented door here. So you just open up this compartment. Nice storage space in here to mount that generator. Now how you power the trailer is you've got your motor-based plug on the front here. You just run your electrical cord that we give you and run it from here right into the generator compartment. Now we've got a nice 7-inch lower trim that runs down the trailer, as well as a 4-inch upper trim. That's just a nice complement to the trailer. You can see we've got a larger door here. This is actually a 48-inch side door, and we've got a nice aluminum step shown here in the out position. And just to push this back in, it's just as easy as that. You've got a 110 volt receptacle here as well that gives you a nice plug-in point if you need to plug something in. So the exterior skin is actually a 0.040 thickness, shown here obviously in white. Now the 40 prevents the wavy look that you see in a lot of the darker trailers, especially in the sunlight. You've got 500 watt quartz lights here. There's one here and there's one toward the rear. And of course our manual rollout awning that's also mounted up high, that's shown with an aluminum weather shield to protect the awning. So I wanted to illustrate real quick how this awning actually rolls out. So there you have it, total setup time, less than a minute. Now the trim kit on here is called perimeter skirting. That actually kicks down toward the ground in front and behind of the tires. And that is an extra added accessory that's available on these particular models. You've got a nice 8-inch spread here. It allows us to trim out in between the tires and put these nice fenders on here. We also added some 16-inch tires and wheels. It's an 8-bolt wheel, and it just kind of fills in this gap, makes it look really nice. You've also got a turn signal here, so when you turn your blinker on in your vehicle, or if you tap the brakes, these will flash. Now in the rear of the trailer, part of that perimeter skirting package is you actually get what we call a reverse beaver tail. So the trailer in the rear actually kicks up on the exterior, even though on the inside we have a beaver tail going down. So it's called a reverse beaver tail outside, and it's to prevent the rear end from dragging when you go up and down dips. Also, to combat that issue, is we've got some nice steel rollers, we call them bogey wheels, underneath the corners of this model. You've got a 110 volt receptacle here as well. This is our awning arm, obviously. Now on the rear of the trailer you have dual slimline LED lights. You've also got our popular stainless steel paddle latches. That is a locking mechanism from inside the door. It eliminates that bar lock that you've heard me talk about on other trailers. You have these extra large bumpers up on top of the ramp. Now when we fold that ramp door down, it's going to give us some clearance that are going to allow these extended ramps to come out. You'll see in just a moment. But the way that these paddle latches work is you just flip up this lever and pull your ramp door down. It's a dual spring assist ramp. So once the ramp door is down, you'll see one of our fan favorite flooring materials, which is the coined rubber flooring that extends into the deck of the trailer as well. Now we've got these dual extended ramps that make it super easy for loading and unloading a low profile vehicle, and these are actually attached to the ramp door so they're not swinging and banging against the ramp as you're going down the road. There's a nice little bolt here that you can just hand loosen up, take it out, and just fold over your ramp. That's on a nice little hinge here. Now moving inside the trailer, we have a nice gapless continuous hinge. It's just a cover that protects the hinge from dirt and debris dropping down inside. You've got these nice diamond plate runners where your tires will go from your vehicle, and we've also upgraded the D-rings to a 6,000 pound swivel D-ring. Now on the walls here, we've got carpeted interior walls. Above that, we've got aluminum walls, aluminum ceiling as well, but this is a nice carpeting, protects the walls from down low. You can see we've got a 110 volt receptacle here. It's a nice plug-in point back here. A Salem side vent, which can actually open and close from the inside of the trailer. So if it's raining outside, you can close it, keep it closed. And these little lights here that are recessed into the wall come in really handy when you're loading and unloading at night. They're just 12 volt, run off a battery that we've got mounted in the front underneath the cabinet, and you can turn those on when you're loading. Now on the driver's side of the trailer, we actually mounted a matching spare tire and wheel, and we mounted that to the rear of the trailer up high so it's out of the way. The reason we put it in the rear is that if you have a blowout on the side of the road, last thing you want to be doing is unloading your vehicle to access a spare tire that's mounted in the floor underneath the car. So we mount it toward the rear so it's easy to access if you ever have that situation on the side of the road. So one of my favorite accessories are these rollover sleeper sofas. So this is actually what it looks like in the up position. There's what it looks like in the down position in a sofa. Now you can see it doesn't actually take up any more room than what the wheel well does. So if your vehicle will fit in between a wheel well, then these might be a nice accessory for you. So I want to illustrate how these operate. You're just going to open up your legs. We're going to do this in a sofa position. Get our 3 support legs. This is actually the bed position. And here's your sofa position, and they are surprisingly comfortable. So toward the front of the trailer, you've got your nice slider window that you can see just out of the frame of the picture. Now in the floor, you've got a tire compartment. It can be used actually for a spare tire, or it can be used for storage. You've got plenty of storage inside this trailer to be used for tools and straps or whatever you might need. So the electrical package we have on the inside here is a mixture between 110 volt and 12 volt. You've got your fluorescent lights, your receptacles scattered throughout, and we also threw in some 12 volt recessed LED lights in the ceiling as well. And it just makes it nice and bright in here when you're just hooked up to your vehicle, or if you just want some light and you're not hooked up, we ran that off a battery. Now the cabinet package in the front here, we went with a matte black cabinet package, as well as matte black coves that run the perimeter of the trailer. Looks really nice on the inside, complements the white and the dark flooring. Just a nice contrast there. You've got nice aluminum countertops here, and we've got more 12 volt LED lighting. We call them puck lights underneath these overhead cabinets. Now inside the base cabinets, it's just nice storage space. There's a nice shelf on the inside. You can see our battery there as well. And this is our wardrobe closet. Has a nice shelf here for a helmet, if that's what you're using it for, and some jackets here. Now last thing I'm going to point out is a small compartment toward the front here. So this is actually a winch compartment. There's a rubber bumper there to protect the door from slamming into the cabinet. Just a nice detail piece. And you've got a 5,000 pound super winch with a pulley system. You just take this piece out here, drop it in to the preset hole, and you've got your pulley and a nice remote.